Hey everybody, today I'm going to be doing a Selena tutorial. Now I know you've probably seen about 20,000 Selena tutorials roaming around the internet, roaming around the interwebs, especially since MAC's new collection with Selena has been released. Now I think that people fall into a few different categories. There's the hardcore MAC fans that went out and bum rushed and bought everything. Then there's the hardcore Selena fans that went out and bought it because it was Selena. And then there's people that love Selena but were disappointed by the collection, whether it be the packaging or the color range. And then there's people that just couldn't justify 18 bucks on a plain red lipstick. I mean, come on. So, you probably fall into one of those categories. Now, I have loved Selena since I was a little girl. I'll give you some information real quick and then I'll get into this whole tutorial, I promise. When I was a little girl, I used to have a picture, well, 12 years old. I used to have a picture of my crush and I would put it on my windowsill, like I would rest it on the part of the windowsill. And I would play Selena's Dreaming of You, and I always thought like, oh, one day we'll get together, you know. But I'm here in my room dreaming about you and me. I swear, I'm so corny. So, for me, Selena was someone that I grew up listening to, was somebody that I enjoyed, and to see her collection finally become a reality is amazing. However, I felt it was a little lackluster, and I could not justify dropping the coin on it. But today I'm doing this tutorial for you guys with drugstore products. So you can still get the Selena look by using a few drugstore products. Now this video primarily features on the brand Maybelline just because I feel like it's really accessible and the items in this video are items that you could find in your local drugstore, nothing too crazy. So let's get started with the tutorial before I continue to chew your ear off. So I started this tutorial off using the Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. Selena always had beautiful, smooth skin, and I thought what better way to get this started than with some really good primer. I know that the collection actually didn't contain any real face products, aside from like powders, but this was absolutely necessary. I mean, look, Selena's skin is just perfect, so perfect. So this was a must. Then I moved on to using the Maybelline Dream Velvet Smooth Matte Hydrating Foundation. Again, just to get that more flawless looking skin. I used the shade 60 Sandy Beige, and I actually used the Maybelline applicator with the little genie type top. It is a sponge applicator, so if you didn't want to pay like 20 bucks for a sponge tip applicator from Beauty Blender, this is a good way to get the same kind of look. So I applied that, and then I used just a simple basic blender, sponge blender, to really blend it out and make sure it really made my skin look as flawless as Selena, though I know that I could never be as like flawless as her. She's like the queen. Then over that, I applied a little bit of Maybelline's Master Contour Duo Stick in the shade Medium. Her skin, she didn't really do too much of like a shiny contour, shiny highlight. So I really just wanted to do a little bit of a highlight contour look. So I applied these and I blended them out. Then on top of that, I used a powder foundation, and for my powder foundation, I used the Maybelline Dream Wonder powder, and I used the shade 20 Classic Ivory. This just toned my skin down just slightly. I didn't want to go too dark, and I blended this out using a fluffy brush from Sonia K. Then I used the Maybelline Master Contour in the shade Light to Medium. Again, her skin wasn't very highlighted, so I did just a contour and a blush. Then I moved on to my eyes, and for my eyes I used the Blushed Nudes from Maybelline. And the first shade I used was a matte, dusty pink shade, and I used this with a fluffy brush and I applied this all over my lid. Her shadows really weren't too out there. I mean, I know she loved purple, but I really wanted to go with one of her more neutral looking looks, so I chose that shade. Then for my lid, I chose the white shade that has a little bit of shimmer just to brighten the eye look a little bit, and I applied this right to the lid. And then over that, I applied a metallic shade with a small brush just to, again, brighten the eye, really make the eye look nice and open. Then for the liner, I used Maybelline's Eye Studio. This is their Blackest Black liner. I used a gel liner, which she always had a very pronounced wing liner, so I did that, and I used the brush that was included. Very easy to apply. I applied it just to the upper lash line. For my brows, I used Maybelline's Brow Define and Fill Duo. Selena's brows were always on point. It was her skin and her brows just always on point. So I filled in my brows and defined them. Moving on, I started my lips, and what do I mean by that? I mean that I'm using the Maybelline Superstay 24 color in the shade Keep the Flame, and this product takes 2 minutes to dry, so I wanted to apply it before I started on any other parts of the look. And I applied it's a red lipstick, and Selena was known for her very bright red lipstick. So this is right up there, and you're gonna get all day wear with this, very easy to use. Then I went and I did my lashes. These are simple Ardell lashes. I did step outside of Maybelline for this. Selena always had very natural looking lashes, at least to me. And then I also applied a liner from Cargo in my lower lash line. I've applied a little bit of black liner in my waterline. You don't really need to do this, but I wanted to just define my eyes a little bit. Then I put on the balm of the other side of the liquid lipstick just to add some moisture and shine. Selena tended to have a lot of shine in her red lips, so I felt that this was suiting. As you can see, you can get the Selena look with products that you can find in your local drugstore. You do not need to go and spend like $100 to get the Selena collection or to have the Selena look. I hope you beauties on a budget found this very helpful. I hope you guys who were not able to get your hands on the collection, you know, I hope you feel some hope that you too can get the Selena look. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know in the comment section below if you either bought the whole collection or you're improvising. Let me know. And if you do try this look, please do send me a link, you know, share with me on Instagram, tag me. I would love to see. As always guys, thank you so much for watching, and please be sure to follow me on Instagram. I'm Recycled Stardust.